Hi. Today I busted into a bad dog owner's kennel, by which I mean his home, and took out his fucking dog. He put up resistance, but I knew this was just to fool me into believing what I was doing was wrong. When do you think about it, he had a good strategy. Anyway, I noticed he was growing some marijuana, so I naturally reprimanded him. I was going to say, "You're Nick matey," but that would have been too obvious and too cliche. So I went with a simple, "Fucking say your prayers, you shut him junkie scum." The day before that, I think it was Wednesday, I went into this couple's abode. It was a domestic issue and I didn't know what to do, so I gave the guy a caution and said I would be back. I wouldn't personally be back, of course, it would be my supplement, or in the more fucking abstract sense of the term, the law. On Tuesday I went into this crazy Jamaican guy's house to sort out his mental state. He said the sky was only a mirage, a painting he called it. I tried to talk more sense into him, but he just stood there looking at me as if I was saying strange things about the sky. I got out my baton and clumped his blood up. He offered me a foreign drug which I put in the evidence locker. He was nicked for that night only. After that we got into the police van and drove with Rolling Stones playing Jumping Jack Flash. One of the officers said to me, "What crime-infested home should we go to next?" I said, "Why not a dead granny or a drunkard?" We decided on viewing a dead grandmother's home. She had died of natural causes. There was nothing suspect. I looked at the dead granny and she looked at the ground and I said, "Why are you looking at the fucking ground for? Can't you look at me?" She said nothing. I kicked her dead granny face up. I remember I was floating in the sky on Tuesday. I could see everything on Earth and everything felt peaceful. The lightness of the wind drifted through my hair and skin. But at the same time I felt sick and I started vomiting. Chunks of unidentified food got stuck in my nostrils and I realized I was now spewing up red. It was so peaceful though, I could still see the mountains in the distance. Vomiting all down on Earth felt like release fluid. It went into clouds and they continued on their bloody red path, vomiting up lightning, red dusty lightning. I did look at my watch and thought I should be at work. They are expecting me. At that moment millions of fluid rained down on me at the other side up, like space invaders, and I fell back down to the ground. It was sunny and I brought myself a sandwich from the local deli. Making a string of molten horse cream. Mr. Fad, hello. Can you direct me to the showers? Yes, sire. Jug of sponge weasels. Later. Hano. You healthy pole. You've negotiated me into following your bicycle. Where does it lead to? Wait, let me guess. Ah? I don't give a toss where it leads to, just give me a map of the surrounding area. Cat hats where I am inside everyone. I am resident there for a couple of days, but staying a long time, enough to burn my documents in the jacuzzi. Enjoy a friendly pat on the back. No. Drawing myself a tapeworm the size of you father's mother's aunt. You clean, well-mannered person. Onto a journey that will last 2 seconds with a receipt to be picked up before you ride. That's it, now hop onto the non-moving, oblong sock. Hold my chocolate triangle while I pay some money. Not coming onto the rail now. That's it, you can fall upwards if you want. Not as much upwards. Turn left and head for the wooden shed filled with curios of little value. That's more than your bags can hold, you talented shit. Tank of little used maps, written by foot and reprinted with permission from Joe the underweight soapstone. Edit, staying in the flat flood walls. In the line going straight up the indents, which are mentors I'm sure. Come now you slow horse, lead us to the rubbish tip of joyful old. Oops, I flew. I'm flying with the might of my puny arms. They are lubricated by the water balloons and can therefore make me bungle my way to here. Come on you small rolls of concrete tissue. Now we ride for the last time, leastwise until this hour is up. Then we ride non-stop until the moon rises. That's that now, let's walk slowly. Up to the deserted ocean. Finite area hoardings, edit, wait let me guess. Ah? You want to see that well-known map I gave you of the finite area? Come up with you then. I'll show everyone my scantily clad hyena and then we'll be off the box into it greater than. The front garden. That is true. True as it may be when I saw the front garden. It was dawn when the shadow crept over the shed. It was high up, so you couldn't see it, even with binoculars. But my legs could carry me all the way, even with a side dish of minced carrots and ham. 2. Bent around into it. It stuck, and as the prune came out, I noticed my astonishment. 2 people committing crimes in the garden. My front garden. Raggedy sandy interview. Stuck up with greasy and soil. Went well and asked for much. My garden shed was in the script and so was my spade. Horrible sit it was, to be followed by a rake. Anyway, it was in the front that it took place. Mince. Homemade mince. She twitched at the garden. Of course. Clear loaf. More teas? No. The time it was in. Then the slabs of hot soil came into our living room. It was in the front garden and it scared my newfangled dog from high waters. The bank, yes that's it. The one with the type of lettering that skunks downwards. It was found. Not that it bothered me. No. Is that a fresh one? It happened. In the front garden? The time it was in. Then the slabs of hot cement came in, like soil. That was it.